Kyle. I'm coming to you from my basement. Oh man, it's uh it's an interesting time right now. I really don't know how else to put it. I'm pretty much just not watching much news or anything about politics right now because it's just so completely, totally absurd. I just can't do it, man. I'm not going to let it uh, ruin things in my life because it's just I don't know, man. It's so fucking shady and ridiculous. Anyway, I'm not going to get into a whole lot of political talk because there's just no point in it. It's ridiculous. People believe what they believe. People want to follow what they want to follow, and I just don't want to take part in it anymore. So, let's see what's going on that's good in my life. I mean, my life is good. You know, I really have zero reasons to complain about anything at all. I've got anything I could want, and I don't really want for anything. I'm just kind of, you know, living my life and moving forward with it. I've got a great wife, great family. Um, yeah, yeah, it's a very comfortable life. Um, the funny thing is that when things go that way for you, and you're clinically depressed, you will try as hard as you can. Your brain does this subconsciously. Try to find something that's wrong out there. Yeah, it's crazy, but it's true, man. It's like, oh, everything's going so good. Something really bad must be coming, you know? I'm drinking a beer while I record this episode, so bear with me. Or don't. I really don't care. But I mean, things are good. You know, it's getting ready to be winter. I hear this weekend. I hear we're gonna have a crazy ass storm. La di da di da. Um, Whatever. You know. Here's the thing about the weather. You know, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a weatherman. As a matter of fact, my grandpa was pretty good friends with a lot of people that worked at our local ABC affiliate, and I loved the weatherman that was on that channel. Dave Dusick was his name. And my grandpa set it up because he knew Larry Moore, the anchorman for that channel. And he set it up so we could come and I could meet Dave Dusick. Now, this is a long time ago, man. They didn't have computer instantaneous radar type shit. What they had was like satellite photos taken recently. You know, so it's like, whoa. When you think back on it now, imagine how much more difficult it would have been to try and calculate what was going to happen with the weather when you're looking at photos from hours and hours ago instead of real time. And imagine how hard it was prior to that. So anyway, I did get a chance to meet him, and it was really cool and everything. But I kind of grew out of that phase. I didn't want to be a weatherman anymore. And to be honest with you, I think a big reason why I'm not interested in it so much anymore, and I watch the weather, I mean, I pay attention to forecasts and stuff like that, is that it's really a giant guessing game based upon historical data. It really is. And, you know, trying to figure out what's going to happen when certain things go certain ways and calculating you know, possibilities based upon percentages and numbers. And I mean, it's an admirable profession to me, but it's also a huge guessing game. And the other real crazy thing about it, I don't know if you've ever seen this movie with Nicolas Cage. And I know Nicolas Cage is batshit crazy now, but he wasn't always. And he's really not either. He kind of plays that up a little bit. But he did a movie called The Weatherman. And the interesting thing about it is the whole take on it was he didn't want to do it anymore because he was tired of being treated like shit. I mean, people blame meteorologists on what happens with the weather. Like somehow meteorologists control the weather. They do not. They make educated guesses based upon historical data and other numerical data and percentages that exist currently. The problem is those things can change instantaneously. I mean, there's really no way to calculate it perfectly. So I guess we'll see with the advent of AI if there is a better way to do it. But as of right now, it's still the same as it was when I went and met Dave Dusick. Over 40 years later, it's still pretty damn close to the same deal as it was then. Granted, probably a lot better, probably a lot higher percentage of correct forecasting, but still, man, I would guarantee if you knew someone who's a weatherman or meteorologist or weather person, they will tell you, man, I mean, it's kind of a rough gig because you don't know what the fuck's going to happen. Those things can change on a dime. They really can. So anyway, there's my big spiel on the weatherman stuff. But anyway, we're supposed to have a giant storm. We'll be fine. We've got everything we need here, and we never really feel any danger or fear when that happens. Not yet, anyway. With the way things are going, who knows? But currently, we don't, and we just kind of ride it out and hang out, man. I mean, really, the big thing we don't want to happen is the internet to go down and electricity. So, if the internet goes down, we're going to be bored as hell. If the electricity goes down, we're going to be cold as hell. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of the general thought on it when there's a big storm and people are like, oh, no, big storm. I get it, and I understand, and it can be a little frightening, but at the same time, I mean, just be prepared and be ready, because things like that are going to come up and you're going to have to get through them. So figure it out, and if you are, there won't be any fear around it. I don't have a lot of fear of weather. I know that water is the most destructive force on this planet, so flash flooding and stuff is kind of creepy, and hurricanes and so forth, but in general, yeah, I mean, just be smart, plan things out, have things ready in case, right? That's how you get through shit like that. Hopefully you never have to use them for that reason, but yeah. All right, let's talk a little bit about what I'm into right now. Well, all right, music, a lot. I've been listening to a lot of different things. Yeah, I'm kind of slowly coming off the whole big Danzig phase there. I still love it. I still listen to it and stuff, but, settled down on it a bit. I started really ramping up my Suicidal Tendencies listening. Hadn't listened to those guys in forever. And, upon getting this mini disc recorders and players and stuff, it's so easy to make a big disc full of, some of these you can, so it's you can do 4 times slow recording or whatever, 4 times the capacity recording. So you can actually do, if it's a, 80-minute disc, you can get 320 minutes on it, which is crazy. I mean, that is a lot of time. And so it's pretty cool to be able to take and make discographies on these discs. That's what I've been doing. I've done that with Danzig. I've done it with the Misfits. I've done it with Peter Gabriel. And now I've done it with Suicidal Tendencies and the additional bands that came along later, Infectious Grooves and whatever his name is. He had one album with a different band that he helped create, the original founder of Suicidal Tendencies. But yeah, I've been having fun doing that and checking that out and listening to that. So I've been listening to a lot of Suicidal Tendencies. Been listening to Infectious Grooves again. A lot of people don't know much about Infectious Grooves, but they're more of a punk type band. And actually their bassist is the same guy who has been the bassist for Metallica for quite a while now. Was it Jason Newsted, I believe, was the guy who was the bassist. When he left, they did, if you ever watch the movie some kind of monster or whatever, they show the whole process where they interview people to be in the band. And this is the guy who ended up ultimately being their bass player. He's a great bass player. So, but before that, he was in Infectious Grooves, and he's outstanding. It's good music, man. When I was in college is when that all kind of went down, as far as when Infectious Grooves came out. And I remember my roommate was totally into them, and we listened to them all the time. But yeah, I dig it. I've been listening to it a lot lately. Other than that, I mean, nothing really to speak of so much. Yeah, nothing really big that I can think of that besides that I've been listening to lately. On the subject of mini discs, since I was talking about those a little bit, yeah, it's kind of fun to be able to do that. And I mean, they're just so small and they hold so much audio. Even in that LP4 mode where it's 4 times, obviously it's going to be degraded audio a little bit. If you just went one time on it, it would be a lot better, but it doesn't sound bad. I mean, I'll be honest, it sounds better than Spotify. And I love Spotify, but it does. No two ways about it. Now, if you download the songs on Spotify, that probably sounds superior, but there you go. The only other thing I can think of in the music world, besides these mini disc craze I'm going through right now, would be I did get Vinyl Moon number 124. That came yesterday, so that's kind of cool. All right, what have I been watching? Not a whole lot new. Did watch Event Horizon that I got on 4K Blu-ray, Ultra HD Blu-ray. And it was great. I forgot about that movie, and people were really crazy about that movie. There's kind of a cult following, and the interesting thing about it is what ended up coming out compared to what could have been is drastically lower quality. The original story and idea of it was just a little too much for a movie studio to push out at that time, and unfortunately, they never really filmed much of the stuff that was going to be in there. But think Hellraiser kind of stuff. And that's kind of what the movie is like anyway. But Sam Neill is pretty great in it. Lawrence Fishburne is pretty awesome in it. It's a good movie. And it was fun to kind of watch it again and see it. It looks fantastic in 4K. Other than that, not a lot. I still need to watch a couple different things. I want to watch Altered States. I got that on 4K Blu-ray as well. And I really, really want to watch Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And I probably should just be watching that right now. Outside of that, I mean, there's a few movies that I've added to Plex lately that I'm interested in checking out. Just some odd horror films and stuff that I never got around to seeing. One big one that my wife and I did watch recently is a film from 2025 called Dust Bunny. So like a dust bunny, underneath the bed or underneath something. Dust Bunny. And it's Mads Mikkelsen, and Sigourney Weaver's in it as well. And it's about a little girl who has a monster living under her bed. She's convinced she's got this monster living under her bed, and that it has come and eaten her parents. And she tries to hire the neighbor down the hall, who is a hitman, she believes, to come and kill this monster. It's pretty wild, man. Crazy idea. Crazy movie, really. I mean, very bizarre, but outstanding. I highly recommend it. If you like a weird, quirky movie, this one's for you. Trust me. It won't let you down in that respect. I promise you that much. Other than that, I mean, there's not a lot. We did watch that Studio 666. It was fun, but whatever. And I want to watch Nightmare Alley. That's Guillermo del Toro's film with Bradley Cooper. There's other people in it. I think Kate Blanchett's in it. I don't know. There's a bunch of people in it. It's supposed to be really good. I never did get around to seeing that one. Cloud Atlas, I also want to watch pretty soon. Rental Family with Brendan Fraser is an American actor who goes and gets some jobs in Japan and ends up having to acquire a rental family there in order to get into his part or whatever, I guess. I don't know exactly. That's the general gist of it from my understanding. And then another one, I got Handling the Undead. which is a great book. Um, I absolutely love that book. I read that when they were kind of there were a lot of John Avid Lindqvist. He's an interesting author. He has gone through and he's tried to, or not tried to, he has achieved writing his version of a lot of different types of horror tropes. So the first one he ever really did was vampires, which is Let the Right One In. If you've ever seen that, it's fantastic. It's been 2 different movies and a TV show by now. And Handling the Undead is another one that I really liked a lot. It is about all of a sudden the recently deceased start waking up in morgues, cemeteries, everywhere. And there's a bunch of different stories in there about things that have these beings that have come back to life or whatever. And but one particularly touching one that is kind of the centerpiece of the book is a grandfather and his grandson that passed away. It's really good, man. I highly recommend, if you have time, to listen to the audio book, or if you really have time, to read the book, because it's outstanding. The translation is really good. It's just an amazing story. It's his take on zombies, and it's just, man, I don't know how else to put it, but it's incredible. I really, really like it. So I need to watch that movie, and I'm going to make a point of trying to do that here soon. But really, outside of that, I mean, there's not a whole lot else that I've been watching. We did start up Starfleet Academy, which was surprisingly good. You know, I'm listening to all these idiots out there talking about how woke it is. You know, and it's kind of interesting to me that the idea of being awakened and aware of other types of human beings besides Caucasian people who speak English is being woke. I guess I've always been woke then. Yeah, I love Japanese films. I love Asian cinema, period. I love African American cinema as well. I've never been opposed to anyone else's films. And music also, or TV shows. So it's just really comical to me that these idiots get all up in a rage over the fact that Starfleet Academy may have some people in it that aren't white males. Because that's, in general, that's what they're pissed off about. So anyway, it's fucking ignorant. But yeah, it was pretty good. I really liked it. We liked the first episode. There's a second episode out there too. I haven't watched it yet, but man, I mean, it's really good. Holly Hunter is the captain slash chancellor of the academy. Stephen Colbert's voice is in there as well. Tig Notaro is in there. Robert Picardo is back playing the Doctor. He had that famous role prior to now. There's a lot of not a lot of huge, well-known actors in it. It's a lot of new people, other than the ones I just kind of read you there. But it's really outstanding, and I highly recommend it if you get a chance. And go get woke, people, and watch the new Star Trek Starfleet Academy. So, yeah. Yeah, so we've been watching that, or we just started watching that. We really like that. Pluribus, I told you we finished. Nothing else really that's sticking out to me right now. I do want to watch that Swamp Thing series from, 6 years ago now? 7 years ago, almost. 2019. I want to watch that. But yeah, and I do need to finish Andor, the second season as well. So, but yeah, I mean, nothing else really sticking out for what I'm watching right now. All right, let's see, reading. Well, I mean, I do have some books to read. Problem is, not really reading them. Need to be, but not really doing it. So, got to get my head out of my ass on that one. I did get a new audiobook because I get my credit, for audiobooks, and it's like you either use it or you don't. But I did get Empire of AI, Dreams and Nightmares in Sam Altman's OpenAI. This book came out maybe like May or so of 2025. It's supposed to be a pretty interesting book, so I'll listen to that and check it out. So, but yeah, that's about it on the reading area. All right, here's a big one now, gaming. Believe it or not, it's a big one. I got my Atari Game Station Go. I think it's an amazing device. Is it as powerful as like a Steam Deck? No. Is it as powerful as the ROG Ally? No. Is it as powerful as the Nintendo Switch? Nope. But it is pretty fucking powerful, and it's very nostalgic. If you grew up in the age of Atari 2600 forward, you're going to like it, because there's a lot of stuff on there that's going to really bring back some memories for you. The cool thing about it, too, is there's over 200 games on it initially. All the Atari, 2600, 5200, 7800, their arcade machines, and then some recharged games that they remade, some of their most popular games that have been available recently in other formats. And then there's also Jalico games on there. And then, I cannot remember the other one, man. But, I mean, there is a lot of stuff on this thing. I'm really pretty floored at the amount. Yeah, Jalico, Atari Recharge, Balls of Steel, a bunch of different pinball machines. A bunch of Atari arcade games, too, and M Network games. And then Pico 8-bit, 6-bit, and arcade. Now, if you're unfamiliar with that, you're not unfamiliar with that. You just didn't really know who made them. But it's really good. I caught this thing on a great deal. I mean, it's a $200 device. I think it's down to $180 now on its MSRP. But I ended up catching it from a guy on eBay for $125 plus shipping. So he had opened it and turned it on like once, and that's all he ever did with it. Never really played with it, which I believe, because this is one of the original Kickstarter editions. It's even got the number card inside of it. So it's one of the original ones released. It's great, man. I really dig it. Nice big screen. Controls are awesome. It's got the paddle control. It's got your joystick control. It's not joystick. It's a pad. It's got a number pad like the 7800 had, I think. I don't know if the 5200 had that. I never had the 5200. And then it's also got a trackball. So all of that on the machine. Now you can buy controllers for it as well if you want to hook it to your TV, because it does hook to your TV through HDMI, and you can play games on there as well. So it's a really cool device, easy to use, fun to play. I'm excited about it. I'm really going to get into it. I got a good feeling about it. That has kind of, leading up to this, it kind of kicked me into getting into my Neo Geo X Gold system. Now I told you guys a little bit about that when I got it, but I ended up buying the full big set from Japan that has the actual device that you hook to your television, and then you can put the little handheld system inside it, close it, and you can play everything on the TV with the big joystick controller for Neo Geo. Not the original one. It's not weighted at all. It's a very light controller, but it's big. So, but yeah, I've been attempting to get that to work too, but I cannot find the power supply for the damn thing. It's driving me up a wall. I know it's here somewhere. I just got to find it. But that's about it on gaming. I'll let you guys know more. I have put some Super NES games in on the Game Station Go. I put some NES games. I put some Sega Genesis games on there. They all play. They play fantastically. So it's pretty cool. It plays a lot of different things. You can do that through a micro SD card, actually. You can create a directory on it, put ROMs on there, and then put it in there, and it'll actually just play them. It's fucking crazy. But it's a really great device for the money. I would highly recommend it if that's something you might be interested in. And then podcasts. Nothing new there, man. Nothing new at all. I can't think of one thing that I've listened to that's any different or new. I'm going to open up my podcast app right now and take a look. But yeah, I don't think there's anything new at all. Probably need to think about that. Oh yeah, hunting list. I'm probably behind. I am. I'm definitely back an episode on that one, so I got to listen to that again too. That's about it, guys. That's all I have. I appreciate you guys tuning in. There was a new Hawk Picks episode last week, so you might want to go give that a listen if you're remotely interested in reselling. Store's going fine. Yeah, it's a slow time right now, but we have been selling some things. And we actually did a little bit of sourcing last weekend, so that's kind of fun as well. Found some great things. So that's all I got, guys. I'll catch you for another Dad Snark podcast here in 2 weeks. And again, there'll be a new Hawk Picks episode next week. Sorry I'm about a day late and $1 short on this episode, but hey, it's here, isn't it? Quit whining. I'll talk to you guys real soon. Do me a favor, if you're around this neighborhood, get off my lawn.